Okay, so today is Tuesday, January 18th, and we will now call the meeting of the Mill Hill Building Committee to order. And we will say the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, I will lead everybody, I guess. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, sorry, I'm just pulling up the agenda here. First is approval of meeting minutes. Do we have the date?
Yes, there are 6 of them, and they were in the folder. They're for July 13th, August 10th, September 14th, November 9th, December 14th, and December 20th.
Can I have a motion for approval?
This is Norm, motion to approve.
Norm, can someone second?
This is Jeremy, I'll second.
Thank you. Great. All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the minutes were approved. Nancy, did you get a list of everybody who was here before we move on?
Yes. Before we move on, I'm going to read it. If there's anyone on the call and you do not hear your name, wait a beat and let me know. For members, I have Heather, I have Jason, I have Norm, I have Hector, I have Melanie, and I have Jeremy. For others present, I have Mark, I have Sal, I have Rob Colal, I have Mr. Foley, I have David Stein, and I have Amar Shamas. Anyone whose name I did not mention?
Richard, what unit are you there? 5.
You have me down, right?
I have it, Jason, yeah.
Sorry, I got disconnected. I'm here, Hector.
I've got you down, Hector, also. Anybody else seems to be missing, or I think we're good?
I think we're good. Rob, do you want to give project update?
Yep. Thanks, Melanie. So just a brief update. Over the winter break, we were able to install the cooler and freezer in the kitchen and get that unit started up. So at this point, that unit's in operation by the kitchen and is fully turned over to the town. It's been inspected, obviously, by the building department and the health inspector, so the inspections were completed as well. So at this point, basically, we're substantially complete with all our punch list items, and we're just kind of waiting to the spring where we can remobilize and work on the back site restoration at the laydown area. So once the weather breaks in the spring, we'll be back working in the back of the school by the playground area, and then preparing for the summer work. For some of that change order work that was approved at the last building committee. And that's really
great.
The update for this month.
Anybody have any questions for Rob? Okie doke, then let's move on to approval of invoices. Mark, do you want to give the rundown? Do we need to list everything out? Okay, thanks.
There are, the invoice packet for tonight, the total is $300,502.12, and it's broken down. Gilbane for their December rec is $272,026.98. There are Collier's project leaders, the November invoice and the December invoice. The November is $4,425.14. The December is $5,602.68. And then I have 3 Van Zelm, 2 for the commissioning and 1 for the testing and balancing. one of the Van Dam commissioning is $2,944.01. The other one is $4,481.36. The testing and balancing is for $9,571.95. And then Walt Stapleton, who is the ecologist, soil, he does the erosion and sedimentation control, making sure that it's implemented. He has an invoice for $900, which brings us through January, or the first of the year. And then we have W.B. Meyer for, I believe it's their December storage for the trailer up at Giant Steps, and that's $550.
Can somebody make a motion for, do we need to discuss any of these, or can we just approve them?
You can make a motion to approve and then open up to discussion.
Okay, the motion for approval.
Yep, motion for approval, Heather.
Second.
I'm going to put Heather moved, and who can I put for second?
You can put Norm.
Thanks, Norm.
Okay, any discussion necessary? Anybody have any questions? Okay, not hearing any. Can somebody make a motion to vote, or do we need a motion, or can we just vote?
You could just call for a vote.
Okay, excellent. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Abstentions? Excellent, they're all approved. Next on the agenda, we have approval of ATPs and proposals. Mark, I don't believe that there are any.
Well, there are no ATPs. There was a proposal that was approved at the last meeting, or actually the December 14th meeting, for the library furniture. There was two vendors on it. The low was WB Mason. The high was RH Lord. WB, they're both vendors, the FF&E vendors on the project. We didn't choose a vendor, so before we can write the PO, we'll need to approve a vendor to supply the shelving, the canopy, and the end panels in the circulation desk. WB Mason was low. They've been a vendor on the project. They've been attentive to Fairfield's needs, and we did get recommendations, and I knew one project, and I did contact that, and they had no issues with the vendor that supplied it, which is Phytech, who WB Mason is using. Phytech provided the reference of the project, so there was no issues with them. So I guess I would leave it up to the committee to decide, but there was no bad reference for the vendor that is low.
Okay.
Mark, it's Nancy.
Can I
so that I get this right, making sure I heard you correctly, you vetted the vendor as WB Mason as well as the manufacturer, correct?
Correct.
Got it.
Correct. Well, WB Mason is the vendor that is currently on the project. They're going to use the supplier. They're using the supplier Phytech. Phytech provided the references.
Okay. So it's supplier rather than manufacturer, just so I get it right. Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Can somebody make a motion to discuss the approval of either vendor, of WB Mason?
I do, Hector.
And a second?
Yep, second, Heather.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or discussion on it?
Well, it seems like it makes sense to stay with the vendors that we currently have. I don't see why we would need to go outside, or and if the references were good, I don't have an objection.
Excellent. I would agree with you, Hector.
I would
Anybody
also
else?
agree.
Okay, let's call it to a vote then. All those in favor of awarding WB Mason the contract for the furniture, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Excellent. Approved. And last but not least, approval of owner change order.
There is one owner change order, and that is for owner change order 21. It's for 5 ATPs that were previously approved, and the total of it is $130,310, and it'll bring up Gilbane's contract to $19,498,392.09.
Okie doke. A motion for discussion?
Motion to discuss, Heather.
Thank you. Second?
Norm.
Thank you. Any questions? Not hearing any. I'll call it to a vote.
Sorry,
All those in favor.
Sorry, 1 second. So
Sure.
I think it's good that that there is a reduction in the wallpaper for removal, and also, it's actually it's almost $6,000 reduction from the original ATP. So I think it's good that was done.
Any other questions? Okay, all those in favor of approving the owner change order 21, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? They are approved. And on that note, somebody can call for an adjournment.
Yeah, hi, this is Gerald Foley. Before you adjourn, on the proposal you guys accepted, I don't remember the amount. I don't think an amount was discussed.
Well,
it was included in the invoice packet, I believe.
Well, no, he's talking on the library shelving.
Right.
Yep. Well, the previous was approved not to exceed the $34,983.35, but the WB Mason quote for the shelving canopies and the end panels and the circulation desk totals $25,828.
Okay, yeah, because I guess that was my issue is that wasn't clear on what you were going to accept. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be for WB Mason for $25,828 is what the quote was.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Again, 25,828.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, this is Norm. Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Yep, sorry, second, Heather.
Thanks, Heather. Excellent. In honor of Harry Ackley, everybody have a good evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Happy
everyone.
New Year.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.